Understood is Happiest Season. This movie just came out on Hulu, and it stars Kristen Stewart, Mackenzie Davis, Alison Brie, Mary Holland, who I crazy loved in this, Dan Levy, and Audrey Plaza, as well as a few other people I can see on that really bad poster. But the movie is really, really good. It's a Christmas movie. The basic premise is that Kristen Stewart and Mackenzie Davis are dating, and Mackenzie Davis is going to take Kristen Stewart to meet her family for the first time. But twist is that Mackenzie Davis' family doesn't know that she's gay. So lots of holiday-themed Christmas shenanigans happen. And it's great. It's so legit funny and wholesome. But like those emotional moments happen and they just like nail you in the feels. And it's just, it's great. I really love this movie. I'm just like so blown away by how much I enjoyed this movie, because like looking at this poster, this does not look like a good movie. It just looks like, you know, one of the billion Christmas movies that they release every year because, you know, it brings them lots of money. But no, it's legit really good and really powerful. I think it's also really relatable, especially like even if you're not, you know, gay or your family knows that, you know, you're whatever. Because like it's also just about like relationship stuff, about kind of when your significant other isn't properly dealing with trauma, like how do you deal with them, or like how do you help them, but like when is, you know, when are you just kind of not helping them anymore, you're more hurting them by not forcing them to kind of deal with that stuff. Then it's also just about like meeting the in-laws for the first time and just like seeing how your significant other acts differently around them because they're gonna act differently, and just like how to cope with that, how to be, you know, the right people. Yeah, it was cute and adorable, really powerful. I did see some people kind of talking online about like they wish it would have ended a little bit differently. It has to do with like Audrey Plaza's character. I'm not going to say specifically what they wanted to have happened because I don't want to spoil it, because you should definitely watch it. But yeah, Audrey Plaza's character, I think I would have liked the ending they're kind of talking about more. But I think this movie does a lot, and I did like it a lot. I put it in the really liked category. And it's a Christmas movie. So the ending that we got is the ending that I expected to happen. I like that ending. It's a solid ending. I do think the other one would have been better, but I'm fine, very okay with the ending that we got. Because again, it's a Christmas movie, and this is kind of, it's the ending you sort of expect with a Christmas movie. So yeah, definitely recommend it. It's good, wholesome, fun time, fun gay time. Yeah, alright. Next up is Uncle Frank. This movie also just came out on streaming. It came out on Amazon Prime, and it stars Paul Bettany and Sophia Lillis and like a ton of other really good people. It is also about a gay person whose family doesn't know that he's gay, but it's more so about like dealing with childhood trauma as an adult, and then also dealing with a toxic parental relationship and just kind of coming to terms with that. The whole movie is told from the perspective of Sophia, which I think was great. She did it phenomenal. I think the movie is so well acted and just a really, really important story. I ended up putting it, it's still in the really liked category, but I put it just underneath Happiest Season because it was slightly easier for me to connect with Happiest Season than it was this one, because I mean, thankfully, I have a good relationship. I have a good relationship with my parents, and I didn't really have any childhood trauma, especially compared to what he had, because that was bonkers. And like, with Happiest Seasons, I was able to connect to it more because, like, I've gone through the experience of meeting the in-laws, and even if they're like the great people, it can still be a really intense experience, because you want to get along with them. But yeah, so don't get me wrong, this movie's great. I really liked it. Just below Happiest Seasons, and yeah, no, it's really good. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, if I was going to complain about anything, I would just say I wish there was more. Like, I wish Sophia, like, the movie could have been longer. It's pretty short. It's only like 90 minutes. I wish we could have seen more stuff with Sophia, because like it's all from her perspective, but like just her doing more stuff. And like, I wish there was more stuff between Frank and his two siblings, because there's a decent amount and some really good moments there. Just more would have been kind of nice. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It's good. And lastly is Sputnik. This movie also just came out, but it is not gay. It's Russian. So it's like a sci-fi horror movie. Essentially, some cosmonauts in 1983 came back down to Earth, two of them, and they had maybe like a little alien buddy come down with them. And then some spooky shenanigans ensue. It's not that spooky. It's kind of more of a slowish burn. The main character there, her, she is a doctor who's like trying to figure out like what this alien is and how they can weaponize it and stuff. We're also just trying to save lives. And yeah, it was pretty dang good. It was shot really well. The special effects were incredible. That was the thing I was most impressed by, because like they looked good. There was only like a couple shots where the alien, there's an alien, where the alien didn't look great, but like consistently the alien looked awesome. And I would say the story was told really well, but I also don't really know what like the message or the meaning of the story is, because all sci-fi is an allegory, and it's hard to, I don't know, like I was like in the discussions about this movie, it's kind of, people also kind of don't really get it, because apparently, I don't really know with Russian cinema, but besides like some art house movies, most Russian cinema looks great, but there's not really a lot there. They're just like, it's state funded, so like they have a big budget, but like they just don't care, because like they're just going to get more money from the state even if the movie doesn't do well, so they don't put a ton of effort into movies, is what I've heard. I don't actually know, because this might be my first Russian movie of the year, I don't remember. So yeah, but I still really enjoy this. I put them in the quite liked category. I think she did a really solid job. I think if you like sci-fi, this is a good, enjoyable movie. Don't expect like to be blown away by it, but it's definitely solid. It's good. It's not that much of a horror stuff. I guess if I were to say anything, do more horror things. But it's still good. It's good fun time, I'm sure. All right, yeah. That's it for today. I have to burp, so I'm gonna stop recording.